take it on?
I'm rolling.
What is
No,
it?
wait till Ann's ready.
Okay.
Oh, all right, okay.
I'm rolling.
Ann, welcome back, and Gary, welcome to Dallas. I
Thank
don't
you.
know, Gary, have you been here before?
I've certainly been to Dallas and Fort Worth, but never played here.
Never professional.
That's right,
I didn't
exactly
know
right.
that.
Yes.
Anyway, it's great to have you both here.
It's great to be
And
here.
Ann, I will start with you because I told you I had a little, maybe surprise for you. I believe that the very first television interview you ever did was with me. And do you know when it might have been? It was before movies.
It was 1961.
And you were out promoting a record
That's right.
for
I can't
RCA
believe it.
Victor.
That's right.
And I remember when we started the interview, you said, I've never done this before.
That's right.
Was that really true?
That is true.
So see, Gary, she and I have history. You know,
That's
it's
right.
not even 6 degrees of
Still got a
separation.
tape of this? I'd love to see it.
No, I don't suppose we have anymore.
I had dark brown hair then.
No, this isn't natural? Who knew?
No, it says natural red.
On your driver's license, natural red.
Right.
Okay, and let's start with you. A couple of questions I have for you. Since this is your stage debut in a role, of course, you've worked on stage many, many times in concert and with our mutual friend George Burns. And since this is your stage debut in a role, were you as nervous as the first movie you did, Pocket Full of Miracles, with Betty Davis?
Was I as nervous? Yes. As a matter of fact, every time, it's more of a feeling of excitement now. That adrenaline, like my heart is pushing out of my body. It's always that. Actually, every performance is like that.
And do you get physically ill? Some actors do get physically ill.
Actually, I did on February 13th. When I can't believe this. I can't believe she's asking it because it is true. Because you know me so well. February 13th, when we opened in Wallingford, Connecticut, the very first time that we had an audience in the theater. That day, he remembers I wasn't doing too well.
But you got through the show.
Oh, the moment that I hit the stage, I think where so many performers get into trouble, I know I did and do and will, is before the show. The waiting, the anticipation. But boy, the moment that I hit the stage, because you feel that warmth coming from the audience and you are giving it. How do you feel?
Yes, that's very true.
Gary, what did you say, because you're kind of a veteran of the stage, what did you say to Ann the very first time she had to go on stage in front of an audience?
I don't think I pussyfooted around too much with that. It was just, well, you know, here we go. Let's do it. You know, just a sense of, look, she is extremely professional. And so once all that nervousness beforehand is over and done with, when you hit the stage, I knew that it was going to happen. And we can look in each other's eyes, and it's working. There was never any question. And you know, I think I myself psychologically never give myself a chance to ever get nervous, because I'm the kind, you know, I don't come on in this show until 40 minutes into the show. So what I do is I literally prepare. You know, the show starts, I get in the shower. Literally, you know. And so I'm getting ready, putting the outfits on, and I time it. I walk out of the stage, out of my dressing room, walk out onto the stage, give myself 15 seconds, and I walk right on out. So I never have a chance to get nervous because I don't even think about it. And that's my own little trip.
I get such a kick out of him because this is very difficult in acting. Actors know this. To get angry, and he has to stay angry. He comes out really, I mean, he is fussing. He is really cussing and fussing. It's like, oh, you have to get yourself all geared up and comes down and he is mad. The man is really angry.
I was aware of the fact that the way she handles the role, I was positive of it, you know, from all the films and all the work that she's done, that if you think in terms of a character, which is what we're both playing, we have great roles in this, and I knew that if she just got behind the character and carried the character through from beginning to end, that it was going to work, and the nerves and all that stuff will be over and done with. And that's exactly any kind of advice I've ever had to her or to myself. It always has to do with the character. It's always based on what the show is trying to say.
Now, I have a question for both of you. And, okay, Gary, I'll start with you.
Okay.
Do you have or carry any sort of good luck charm when you're about to go on stage?
Not on my body.
Or do you do anything like jump around 3 times or something before you go on stage, just for good luck?
The only thing that I have a little thing in the dressing room that she gave me, which is, what is it? It's
call a Dollarhest.
There you go.
It's a little horse.
It's a little horse. So I put that up there. And we have a good communication on stage and backstage and everywhere else, so that's my little good luck charm that I put up there right in front of myself as I'm looking in the mirror. I'm always looking in the mirror, she tells me. and I gave her a little thing for opening night.
What is it?
It's incredible. A girl gave it to you who used to play Miss Mona. Right?
That's right. Yeah.
You explain it. It's
well. Apparently, it's a coin from the original Chicken Ranch, which was it's
LaGrange, Texas.
LaGrange, Texas. It has Chicken Ranch, LaGrange, Texas, and on the back it says "Good for all night." And we took that and we had it put into a lucite? Is it
lucite?
In
the shape of a star.
So I thought for Texas Star and for a star.
And the sheriff.
And the sheriff
Star.
would do that, right?
And do you have any other good luck charms that you have used through the years?
Well, a thing that my mom has done since I was 4 years old. Swedish good luck kicks. 1, 2, 3 in my seat. On my seat. And it's very interesting.
And then you smooch.
No.
No, you don't have to do
We
that?
added that, but now we're back
you added that,
we're
okay.
back to the 3 kicks.
So it's just the leg going 3 kicks?
No, on your
On your
behind. You have to
seat.
kick the other person.
On your seat.
Yes, but I mean, it's like 3 kicks.
Yes.
Yes.
And I realized that one time when I was in Vegas, it was my opening night, a really big opening night. And all of a sudden I realized, it was like 30 seconds before I said, "Oh," to Alan, right? I said, "Oh, I have to have the 3 kicks." So he went out, my manager went out, got my mother, she was sitting in front, and came in, she gave me the 3 kicks. I said, "Oh, okay, good." I mean, I walk under ladders all the time. That's no problem.
You have a new song in
Yes.
this production.
Yes.
And how did that come about? And did Carol write it?
Do you know Carol?
I know I don't know her personally, but
Well, I know that her mother's going to be in the audience tonight.
No.
Yes,
Oh, that's great.
I'm looking forward to meeting her. This song was especially written for me and the show. And it ends the show, and then the bows come. It's called "A Friend to Me." And you know that these characters that we play, Gary and I, are based on these real people. And you have seen the show before?
a jillion times.
Well, we had
Oh,
never.
good.
No, I love the show. so
No, we
that's
had
good.
never seen the. Actually, all the principals have never seen the show. So we are definitely looking at it with fresh eyes, and we do our own thing. But the two, the sheriff and Miss Mona, they have this love affair for 35 years, and it's unrequited love, of course. And it's "The Friend to Me" is all about that.
It's a pretty song.
Yes, I have seen a clip of it, and it is a pretty
Really?
sight. Yeah.
Where?
A clip that they sent us for using
Oh.
with the television.
I always find out that. See, I never ask any questions. Oh, dear.
Do you and Roger Smith, your husband, Ann, do you all have a favorite song? That's kind of your song.
Let's see, we met, let's see now, we've been together 37 years. When we started going out, there's a song called As Long as He Needs Me.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
See, my husband and I, our favorite song was I've Grown Accustomed to You.
Oh, yes. How long have you all been married?
Well, my husband is deceased, but we had been married over 30 years when he passed away, yes. Gary, how about you? Is there a favorite song in your life for any reason at all?
Well, I'm not married anymore, so I mean, I don't know if nothing jumped right out there at me. You know, I mean, I'll talk amongst yourselves, and I'll come
No,
up with one.
you
you
were
know.
You always
mentioning-
say Deep in the Heart of Texas, you know.
Well, yeah, the Yellow Rose of Texas is my
Big
favorite
D,
song.
Little A, double L, big D. What about that one you were mentioning the other night? I who had nothing.
Oh, well, I mean, no, we were talking, we go back to the 50s songs and the 50s rock and roll and all that stuff, so we're always coming up with various and sundry things. I thought one of the greatest 50s songs ever, I mean, it's not romantic or whatever, but it's a 50s song called Hey Girl by Freddie Scott's one of the best 50s songs ever recorded as far as I'm concerned, and so check it out. It's not as though it's my favorite song of all time, but it's a great song.
Okay, now I have to close by asking you a question and you a question.
Okay.
So, Gary, here's your question.
Okay.
Everybody knows you from WKRP.
Yes.
And that has not hindered your career. I mean, you have had a wonderful career afterwards. But many actors don't have much of a career after a TV series that they're so identified with. How did you get around that?
The way to get around it for me was simply by doing theater. I mean, that's what when they canceled the series, I was on Broadway with the Pirates of Penzance, doing the Pirate King role. So I just stuck around the theater circles, and it's afforded me the opportunity to play a lot of different kinds of characters that I probably wouldn't have had that chance if I'd have stuck around the television thing. There's something, if you go from series to series or something like that, the money can warp you a little bit, I think. You know, so I've had to sort of fend for myself a little bit financially. It's not as though I'm making money hand over fist with that old show. You know, that's part of the problems of the old series. You don't make as much as people think you do. So I just went out and did theater, and if I had to do over again, and somebody said, you know, in the next 20 years we can have all these theatrical parts for you, number one, I would have said that's impossible, and number two, I would not take it all back for the world, because I think I'm a better actor for all of it, and that's all I've ever really wanted to do, is just be an actor. So I'm trying to be well-rounded.
And Ann, your final question, of course, here in Dallas, we love you for, you did the third revision, I think it was, of State Fair.
Yes,
But you filmed it here in Texas.
sure did.
At our State Fair.
That's right.
With our Pat Boone.
That's right. That's right.
And Gary, I must tell you that our Pat Boone, we say that because he got his start on our station, NBC5.
Oh.
That's
I
where
didn't
he
know
started
that.
his professional career, yes. But anyway, Ann.
First screen kiss, right?
Yes, and I nibbled on his shoulder, which was very,
Did
very
you look
risque
at
at the time. And now I'm in this show called, you know what?
But if you have to just recall one vivid memory of filming State Fair here in Dallas, what would it be?
It always comes back to this. It's the people of Texas. See, after the movie, to publicize it, I went on a tour, and Mom was with me, I call it like Treetop Airlines, because, you know, we were everywhere. Of course, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Waco, Lubbock, you name it, we were there. I still have some boots, some white boots from Waco that I have. And I'm looking forward to getting some boots here.
Do you think about that first screen kiss with Pat Boone?
Oh, sure. I mean, it was really something at that time, but now, I mean, MTV, I mean, please. It was very innocent at the time.
I'm just floored at the amount of people that she's had a chance to work with, and I right off the bat, one of my first questions to her was, "Tell me about Bobby Darin." Darin, you know, I'm a big Darin fan, you know, and so State Fair, right?
Yes, yes. And Jose Ferrer was the director.
Well, you have, I was going through your filmography and making notes of people you've worked with.
Yeah.
And Anthony Quinn and Gene Hackman, Betty Davis.
I know.
Greg Peck, was he one?
No.
John
Dean
Wayne.
Martin.
John Wayne.
Duke
and Dean Martin.
Wayne.
Yes.
Steve McQueen.
McQueen.
Yes,
and,
Cincinnati Kid.
yes.
Yeah.
EP.
EP.
Yes, yeah. Well, you all have been more than generous with your time. I'm sorry for the mix-up in the schedule
Oh.
with us, but I'm looking forward to tonight, and the one that you hear laughing the loudest up.
Well, just don't yell out the lines. You know them so well, right?
Yay!
Look up on the line, I'll say, Gary!
That's right. I'll turn to you, baby.
That's
And
wonderful.
you're just as sweet and lovely as ever. My best
Thank
to
you.
Roger, please.
Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to. Here.
Well,